Let us listen, then I'll give my take.
Alright, so the news says INEC moves to legalize voting without PVC in 2027. Tinubu! 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 They don't use that talk now. So that when it happens, it don't go surprise you again. So basically, in a nutshell, in 2027, all these people, they don't need your vote again. They will just print that paper. They will come carry some, because now only INEC will provide the paper where we will vote, right? What they will now do is simple. They will print papers where people go vote on, carry and go the normal location for voting. Then they will print extra ones where they will keep for house. APC now, we can't just dig there, do like this. You know, last year when I said nobody can challenge Tinubu until 2032, Tinubu will do 8 years.
While I must say that VDM is usually right in his analysis, I think in this particular one, he got it all wrong. Yes, I've been alive for long enough to actually understand how the Nigerian election system works. Yes, the system is really messed up. There is rigging and there is involvement of government in it, and INEC, they collude the government officials. Thank God of recent, a professor who helped to rig for Gosio Akpabio, the man who likes the backside and front side of all the female senators in the assembly, has been sent to jail, because he has been found guilty of election manipulation. And if all these are done to people, then it will reduce the tendency for them to want to manipulate or rig elections. Now back to the talk. VDM believes that with this allowance of permanent ID card, national ID card for voting, then INEC would allow the system to be rigged in favor of Tinubu. Now, I think it's wrong because number one, the place where we usually find people that we even say cattle and chicken and cows and dogs are voting are places like we find in the north, like Kano State, for instance. They usually give thousands and hundreds of votes there, and we all know the kind of rigging that goes on there. In fact, it was Kano that made Jonathan lose the last election to Buhari. So now, if you now look at it that way, those people, even with the so-called PVC, that they won't be using PVC, they even when they were using PVC, were they using the beavers? It will tell you that their server was down, their machine was down, so they were doing manual voting. So with manual voting, Tinubu can easily rig an election. So Tinubu does not actually need, NIN for people to come and vote for him to rig an election. And if Tinubu is even going to do that one, it will not even pay him. Because if I were Tinubu should allow the technology be in place to be used for the election. Because when the technology is in place, then you can cut all those so-called cattle, animals and chicken and goats that we hear usually vote in the north. It will favor Tinubu if he allows it to go the normal way, and the rig is normal way of rigging. Because what VDM has said is that Tinubu was not even in power, even when some of the northerners were against him and he felt that Buhari was against him. He still said Emilokon, and eventually he won an election. Is it now that he's not in power that he would not win? So if he's going to stay there to 2027, then Tinubu does not even need this introduction of this thing. So I think why they are doing this will be something very, very different. It will be for something very different, not because Tinubu wants to use it to rig election. Because what it will backfire if, for instance, now Tinubu uses this method and it now happens that the north goes against him. If the north should go against him, what the north to simply do is to go and get chicken and then dogs and then goats to come and start voting, and then they'll go and manufacture cards and use, because they may not be able to beat the INEC system, because INEC would have been in Tinubu's pocket if we are to follow VDM's analysis. If INEC is in Tinubu's pocket, then, but INEC is not in charge of the NIN. So because of that, the national ID card, they may just go and manufacture and bring those people from Niger, from Chad, and from Mali to come and start voting, all those Fulanis, and in the end they would win. So I think Tinubu has another reason for doing what he's doing. So VDM, I think he got it wrong in this one. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I remain your boy Ernest Omozokwe Adebayo Okoje for Koje's Yans Media, where we speak the truth as it is through the lens of social activism. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Signing out. Peace.